Hey guys, it's LCA3374 coming at you with a quick video in response to a message I received a couple weeks ago from Dylan Smith, I believe your name is pronounced. He's been messaging me back and forth, asking me questions on what it's like to be a poolie, the processes and everything. And I made a video before in response to him. And now that my page is back to normal. For some reason, it was screwed up before on YouTube. I couldn't check my messages or anything, or reopen my inbox once I already checked my messages. So now I can. So now I can answer answer his questions. Um, he sent me a message on 10/10 and asked me, okay, I have another suggestion for you. Basically, make a video on everything Poolie. Um, he gives me a few ideas, like the type of things you do. Alright, going off on that. Sorry if I'm in and out of the camera because I'm laying down on my bed. Going off on that, things you do in the DEP program. It's pretty simple. There's really not much to it. If you're in the DEP program, you already know it's PT, 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 and knowledge with more PT on the end. And for you guys who don't know PT, obviously physical training, knowledge, basically everything, information, full of information about the Marine Corps, customs, courtesies, rank, structure, history, stuff like that. So, sorry, I'm just reading over his questions. So one thing you do, I guess you could say, you go to your weekly pool functions, however your recruiter has it set up. You go and you work out, and you usually do group PT. You know, you have your squads and everything. You know, little platoon, and you do your workouts. Usually, you probably run your IST. If like my recruiter, he had us run basically an IST every time we had PT, and it wasn't bad. You got used to it after a while. Sometimes it sucks, especially on the East Coast. We have snow and everything, and we still PT'd. Didn't really give a shit. Dress warm, come prepared, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Can't not emphasis anymore on how much you need to hydrate. Water's your best friend. All right. What events do you attend? Uh, you attend your weekly pool functions, and if it's, I don't know how other states do it, I'm really not too sure because I didn't really look into anything special on being a poolie. I didn't do research before stepping in, like on the whole delayed entry program. I didn't really do research on it. All I knew is it was going to get me prepared for boot camp. But if other states are like what we did here in Rhode Island, and with my recruiter, we had our weekly pool meetings, which we PT'd. Like I said, we PT'd a lot. And then each month we had our staff sergeant's pool function, which he was the leader of our RSS, and we'd get together with like the other recruiting stations from Rhode Island, and we'd all get together at like a specific location, and we'd PT. And most of the time he got to surprise us with a drill instructor, and the drill instructor would come in his Smokey Bear hat and his camis, and he'd come and he'd scream at us and tell us, run here, get back, run here, get back. Let us ask him questions, all in a professional manner, of course. And we used to do like little things like relay races, and we did RSS versus RSS in competitions like CFTs and stuff like that, combat fitness tests for y'all who don't know what that stands for. Um, what else did we do? Uh, there were other bigger pool functions that I didn't get to go to because of what happened with my car accident. Like there was supposed to be some huge one that goes on at Mass where it's like hundreds upon hundreds of people go, like hundreds of poolies and different RSSs from Massachusetts to Rhode Island, and it's just like a huge giant like field day. Like you just like from early in the morning till almost like I think it's like 5 o'clock at night. You're sitting there, you're working out, you're doing everything. Like it's supposed to like mock simulate boot camp, but with a whole bunch of like different challenges that like are supposed to bring in team unity and leadership and all that stuff. Um, let's see what else. What changes when you become one? Responsibility, I guess, would be the big thing. It's definitely a culture shock, not as much as, obviously boot camp, but it is a culture shock. You're more accountable for what the hell you do. If you don't show up to PT, if you don't work out, obviously that's gonna, like, on your own, that's gonna have an effect on you. And I struggled with that a little bit. I got my ass in check real quick though. What else changes? Your whole mentality, like, obviously you join the Marine Corps for whatever reasons, or you're joining the Marine Corps for whatever reasons that you have, but when they start putting emphasis on the fact that you are going to be going to boot camp, you are going to have the chance to earn the title United States Marine, it definitely culture shocks you. Like, you're just like, damn, like, I'm actually doing this, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely it definitely gets you motivated if it's what you really want to do. Because if you join for money and all that, like, people say, like, you definitely find out who really wants to be a Marine at boot camp. But I also think you kind of figure that out when you're a poolee. Because if you joined and you just wanted to wear the uniform, or you wanted to just have the title of Marine and call yourself a badass, you kind of figure it out that it's not just all that. It's not all looking cool and being able to say you're a badass, because when you're a poolee, you're literally nothing. You're still a nobody. Like, it's cool to sit there and tell, like, your friends, oh yeah, like, they obviously know if they're your friends that you're joining the military and the Marine Corps. But it's pretty cool when people ask you, oh, what are you doing after high school? And you can be like, oh, well, right now I'm a poolee for the United States Marine Corps. I'm leaving for boot camp on such and such date. um yeah, it's pretty cool. And it some people, like, I went through the phase of, I was cocky about it at first. I was like, because I've also been talking about joining the Marine Corps since I was in seventh grade. So when I finally got the chance to dip in, it was after high school, and I was kind of cocky about it. Not like obnoxious, but I was like, yeah, like, what? Like, you can't tell me that I'm not doing it. You can't tell me that I'm, like, lying about it, because I'm actually doing it. My contract signed. Um, that's one thing that changed me, is I got a little cocky. And then after I started working out and everything, and I started seeing physical changes, like, 'cause I'm a pretty chubby kid, and when I started seeing physical changes, losing weight, getting stronger, it kind of boosted my ego. I was like, hell yeah, like, this is working for me, like. But then after that, it became more of a, like, I didn't, not that I didn't like saying or announcing that I was going into the Marine Corps, but it was more of like, if you already didn't know, then you're obviously not important enough for me to, like, sit there and tell you about it. All my close family and friends knew about it. People I went to school with knew about it. And if you weren't part of that group that I told, then obviously you just weren't, someone that I really didn't care about writing to at boot camp or whatever. But I told you if you asked. Um, every to each is their own though. Like, I've seen a lot of people become really cocky and really arrogant and douchebags, but I've seen a lot of people that just, they're like, okay, I'm a poolee. I'll come and brag when I'm actually a Marine. And that's kind of what I ended up doing, which kind of sucked because I didn't actually get to go to boot camp for, the whole car accident thing. But yeah, all right, next. The people you meet, you're gonna meet a lot. Well, if you're like me, once I depped in, my girlfriend, she introduced me to Tumblr. And for you guys who don't know what Tumblr is, it is a blogging site where you can tag pictures and write little blurbs and little passages about basically anything. You took a shit today, write it down. People will be like, holy shit, so did I. I liked it, reblogged it, whatever. And, it's cool. You meet people that have the same interests you if you ask and you search. When I first made my Tumblr, it was strictly all Marine Corps, like, one moto motherfucker right here. And yeah, I met a lot of really cool people. I have a recon Marine. He follows me, which is pretty cool. When he first started following me, I was like, holy crap, like, this is pretty wild. Like, he's actually a Special Forces Marine, like, basically what everybody wants to be. I don't care who you are. It's the most badass thing you can do for the Marine Corps. And he followed me in and I had my about me section, which on my blog told my story about how like I was depped in, got in the accident, got discharged, how I was still motivated enough that I really wanted to get back in the Marine Corps. Nothing was going to stop me in becoming a United States Marine. He must have read it or looked at it and looked at my blog before he followed me, because he sent me a private message and basically said, he's like, I respect the fact that you're motivated enough and you're dedicated to becoming a United States Marine. He's like, you're gonna make one hell of a Marine, and he's like, and it'd be an honor to serve with you one day. And I was just like mind blown. I was like, wow, like this is someone that I could potentially look up to and strive to become, and what I want to strive to become. And he was like encouraging me and telling me, you can do it, don't give up. And I have faith in you, and I respect that you still want to do this, even though this huge obstacle was placed in your way. And it was cool. I met a lot of girls that are interested in the Marine Corps and the military, and that's pretty cool because everyone wants to see a cute girl in uniform. I don't care who you are. To me, it's sexy. But met a whole bunch of them. I talk to them still. Now my blog is straight. I reblog more common things like tattoos, girls, models, cars. I still blog a lot of military stuff and talk about the military, but the people we meet are definitely pretty cool. Other delayed entry program people from other branches, the Army, Navy, Air Force. I haven't met any Coast Guard people. I met people that are going to the service academies. Um, I've talked to former military members, especially at when you start doing PT, you get, well, I know with the Marines you get your pulley shirt, which is like kind of like the athletic like Under Armour type shirt, not so much as tight as Under Armour, but it's kind of like the same material. And as the ours had the little eagle globe and anchor on the front, it said Marines across the shoulder blades in like tiny red print. And you get that, and obviously you're gonna wear it around for a little while because everybody's in that cocky phase, and you get a lot of people come up and approach you and ask you, oh, you're in the Marine Corps, and obviously you don't tell them yes you're in the Marine Corps because you're not. You're in the DEP, and you tell them, oh, I'm a pulley, I'm hopefully a future Marine if I get to complete the challenges of boot camp and earn the title. But yes, sir, I am, or ma'am, I am joining the Marine Corps. I have, took my first oath of enlistment, and most of them will be like, wow, like I respect you. Sometimes you get like, oh, you're crazy, stupid. But a lot of times it'll be former military members that'll be like, oh, well, thank you for your service, and they'll tell you their little story if they want. But you'll meet former military people a lot quicker. Okay, this video is getting long, so I'm gonna try to go a little quicker. So that's pretty much all he asked. Um, Other than that, like I said, the people you meet are cool. It's all focused on PT. Um, if you're really interested in it and you're not sure if you should dep in or not, or take, or enlist in the Marine Corps or any branch for that matter, I would talk to your recruiter and ask if you can come to one of their functions, one of their nights that they do PT. Get an idea of it. The Army used to ask me all the time if I wanted to go. I always was like, I wasn't interested in the Army, so I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, oh, maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. It's kind of shitty on my part. I should have just been straightforward and said no, but you know. But yeah, ask and see if you can go. It would definitely give you a little bit of an insight. They're not probably gonna like kill you and scream at you, which we never really got screamed at. We got motivatedly talked to. You'll figure that one out quick if you decide to enlist. But yeah, stay motivated, stay focused. Those are the key things to think about when you're in the depth. Don't lose track on why you enlisted. Don't don't start thinking of all the negatives like, oh, I don't want to PT today, stuff like that, because boot camp, from what all my friends have said that have gone through it, you know, it pretty much prepares you. Not 100%, but it gets you an idea. So with all that being said, this video is extremely long. Um, Look for more videos coming up. If you have any questions, make sure to private message me or comment below. I'll try to make a video as quick as I can. Sorry this one took so long. Like I said, YouTube was all screwed up. Also, just quick before it gets to like 15 minutes, I'm looking for a sponsor for my car. I have a 2000 Toyota Celica GTS that I want to modify, take it to car shows and everything. I made another video about it before. If anybody knows any information on how I can get a part sponsor, body kit sponsor, stuff like that, performance parts, let me know. Alright, this video is 15 minutes. I'm getting out of here. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas for videos. Alright, LC83374 out. Later, guys. Peace.